My name is Sir Stamford Raffles and I am a statesman from Britain. I am also the founder of Singapore. Today I am going to tell you all about the changes of the Singapore River compared to the first day I set foot in Singapore. When I came to Singapore, the river was much more wider compared to today. However, because they needed land for the walkways and buildings, they had to fill it in. Due to this change in land, the people were also restricted from using the river for their daily needs like showering or as a toilet, unlike in the olden days. When I was travelling down the Singapore River on February 29, 1819, the river was also much more smellier and dirtier, with locals using it as a rubbish dump for anything they didn't need. There were pieces of food, old and torn clothes, and the brown river gave off a rancid smell that even made me gag whenever I came here. Rubbish was everywhere no matter where you turned, and it was truly horrifying to imagine falling in. The most disgusting thing, however, is some locals would bathe there while others would fish in that polluted environment. I've seen people using the river as a water source too. The river was permeated with boats from around the world, as Singapore was a popular trading hub. Back in the days, with goods ranging from silks imported from China and even different herbs from India, we could find everything and anything we wanted. Luckily, I was informed that the late Mr. Lee Kuan Yew cleaned the river up. Now, it is a bustling place filled with office workers who work in tertiary jobs and tourists admiring the structures and historical values of the buildings that are along the river. The trading point is no longer situated along the Singapore River and has rather been replaced by bamboo rides for tourists and locals who want to explore and be astonished by the building and fascinating nightlights. When I landed in Singapore, there were no buildings taller than 2 stories. All of them were kampongs with a few exceptions. Now look at this country. What a beautiful and wonderful city it has become with all these high-rise buildings that cover the sun. I am a lucky man, for I followed my instincts and founded this place, which is now one of the world's most developed countries. I can't wait to just see what the future holds for me. How high the buildings will reach, how the city will evolve together with mankind, and what will happen to the entire of Singapore as they change everything else in preparation for the future. Finally, my last question is, where will they put me? Sir Stamford Raffles. Will they keep me outside the ACM, or maybe I'll vanish and be forgotten? All that can only be discovered in the future.